YouTube, what's up? It's Roller Coaster. Gonna be making a video about Tinder. Tinder. Boy, how I wish I never downloaded that app to begin with. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to make this video quick. I feel like a lot of people have like a short attention span. I mean, I do too. Like sometimes I'm like 25 minutes, 20 minutes. I'm not trying to watch all that. So I'm gonna try and keep like all my videos under 10 minutes. But yeah, so this is about Tinder, and I was trying to find the right angle for this or whatever. But see, when you're on senior attention, you don't care about your physical appearance anymore. Like, look at this. You know how God parted the Red Sea? He did the same with my beard, and I don't know why, but we're gonna see if senior attention connects his beard, and I low-key ordered some like little cream too, see if that helps. But anyways, we're just gonna go with it. Basically, I got bamboozled, yo. Oh man, so I accidentally bought a year's worth of Tinder. And this is how I know with discernment. This is the beauty of having Jesus Christ in your life and having the fruits of the Holy Spirit. And the gifts of the Holy Spirit, one is discernment. You have the ability to discern good spirits, bad spirits. And it really clicked me after a while. Like now it is more obvious than ever. Tinder is literally demonic spiritual energy. It is not of God at all. It is literally demonic, like satanic energy from the devil. And what the craziest part that I realized is the app itself is literally fire. So I'm sitting there getting on Tinder after being on senior attention, and this is what caused me to relapse, getting back on these stupid dating apps. And every time I click the app, I'm like, it's like a flame. It's like a flame. It indicates hell. Because when you're on Tinder constantly, you are in hell. You are not in heaven. And it's of the devil. That's why their icon is a literal flame. It's just like Apple. And when you're woke to these subliminal messages and stuff, it's discernment, dude. I'm telling you, Apple's first computer was sold for $666. You can't make that up. And why is Apple's symbol an apple with a bite biting out of it? It's representing the apple of Adam and Eve. So everything's spiritual. People don't understand it, but Tinder and these dating apps, they're all pushed out by the satanic elite. They want to push the hookup culture because they want to ruin the family. So basically what happened with me was I was on senior retention, and senior retention, if you don't know, it means you're not engaging in sexual activities, you're not masturbating, not watching porn, whatever. But here's the problem. When you focus on senior retention as just, I'm just not gonna spill my seed, that's it. But you still engage in masturbating, you're just trying to be like, I'm just not gonna spill my seed. It's called edging. Dude, that is by far the worst thing you can do when practicing senior retention is edging. You cannot edge. That's what made me basically get back on these apps, because I was like, I'm not gonna spill my seed. I'm practicing senior retention, but I'm still fapping, and I'm still looking at images, and I'm still like getting on looking at these videos and stuff. And basically what you're doing when you do that is you're just making it like much more harder to retain. You're making yourself literally more horny. If you're masturbating but you're not releasing, you're gonna end up making yourself more horny because you're giving yourself blue balls. So when you give yourself blue balls, I believe it's even a demonic, like it's literally a demon wrapping onto your penis when you're urging. And it's literally like, because when you're edging and you're just about to orgasm but you don't, dude, I'm telling you, it's literally your penis, your psychology. It's gonna mess up your whole entire psychology. And that's what happened. I was getting towards day 30, 40, and I was literally losing my mind. There's another reason I think it's all spiritual, because I think it's a literal demonic attack, demonic possession. Because think about it, if you're just sober and you're retaining and you're not lusting, and your desires of your heart and your soul is a wife, and then you're sitting there like on these apps, it's like, dude, that is literally the opposite of a wife. Are these women on dating apps? It is a polyamorous app. So how on earth can you sit here and say, oh, I'm trying to find a wife, I'm trying to find a monogamous, loyal woman on a polyamorous app where she's literally swiping with hundreds of other men? She's matching with hundreds of men. Because that's the thing about men's Tinder versus women's Tinder. A man's Tinder, you could be a super attractive dude, and I'm not trying to like be arrogant or nothing, but I'm just speaking off like real life personal experience. Like when I walk in the room, girls look like, I know I'm attractive to females, even when I'm not retaining. When I'm retaining, it's insane. But I don't say that to brag. I say that to let you know how stupid dating apps is. Because I get on dating, I walk in the room and I'm like, dang, there's a couple baddies, like you can sense their chooser signals or whatever. They're looking at you, whatever. And then I've dealt, the women I've dated are like, you know, high caliber. I'm like, yo, this is some good, I pull some good looking women. So then when you get on these dating apps and it's just like, yo, what are these humpback whales doing, like not texting back? Like, what is this garbage? So it's like you like literally, if you're an attractive man, or even if you're average or whatever, Tinder will literally lower your attraction. It will literally lower your confidence. Because if you're brainwashed by Tinder, you may think in your head, oh God, I've been swiping for 2 weeks now. I've only got 14 matches. Like, this is insane. I thought I would have had like at least like a lot more or whatever. It's because the whole thing is a scam, dude. Like, not only is being on Tinder itself a scam, like the application, the app, the technology itself is a scam. Because they maybe charge $120. And that's the problem. When you're edging and when you're masturbating, when you're horny, and you're stuck up in this mindset of lust and porn, masturbation, orgasm, you can't even think straight. And especially if you're smoking, you're doing any drugs or whatever to be intoxicated, you cannot think straight. That's why I'm going on there and I'm like, dude, this has got to be like a demonic possession. How could I be sitting there totally like with desires in my heart of a wife? I don't want a hoe. Heck no, I got standards, like whatever. But then you get horny and then all of a sudden you're like, oh my God, like anybody, swipe. Anybody. I need to solve this. I need some girl to help me nut. Like I need to. That's a loss of sanity. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's you going insane, or that's a demonic possession. You don't have the mental clarity that you have when you're that horny. And you're not gonna get that horny if you're not touching yourself. So that's what I had to learn on this journey. I'm on day 11 or 12 now. After relapsing because of Tinder, I'm not touching myself at all, because that eliminates the whole point. The whole point of retaining your sexual energy is to transmute it, not to just put it back into masturbating, because that's just gonna make it worse. And then if you're truly desiring a wife, dude, Tinder is literally the last place to be looking. And for me, it's more obvious than ever. Every woman I dated from there, I'm just like something's off. Like, it's like, something's off. Like, why does she not know like what to do? Why does she not know how she should act? Why does she not know that this isn't correct? It's because of the type of woman. Think about it. Is a romantic, monogamous woman going to be on Tinder? The answer is no, because that is the opposite of romantic, and that is the opposite of monogamy. It is literally making you an option amongst thousands of other men? Do you really want to be an option amongst thousands of other men? A random, and then you got to figure out what to say. Like, hey, what's up? Hey, I like your hair. It's just stupid, dude. In person, I could go walk up to a 10 and talk to her, and you have a better chance at actually, like, getting good results. You will not get good results on Tinder. The only thing you will get good results on Tinder is hooking up with single mothers and girls with STDs. Dude, like, you could pick up a girl on Tinder very easily, but do you really want to hook up with a girl who most likely was hooking up with another man last week? You cock. No, do not be a cock. Like, and you have to be able to know your value. Like I said, if you get on Tinder, not only will you not know your value, you will think your value is diminished. You will think it's much lower than it is because you got 3s and 4s swiping left on you, thinking they deserve something. They're delusional. And then here's the other thing about Tinder. I think I read some stat or something like that. 30 to 40% of women are on Tinder. So that means that 60%, a majority of women are not on Tinder. So there's a whole world of women out there who are not on this app. I mean, I'm telling you, it is literally like going into the garbage can and trying, like going dumpster diving for a diamond. It's not going to happen. And even somebody, there's one, like, you know, there's always the what about this? Well, I met my wife on Tinder. It's like, okay, let's see how that marriage lasts in 10 years. Let's see how it's going. I don't believe at all that women on Tinder are wifeable. That's my opinion. From my experience of dating dozens of women off Tinder, not a single one was even close. They weren't even close. And it's like, and people think like, oh, you can't judge a book by its cover. It's like, dude, it's really this simple. If you want a monogamous woman is what every man desires. A monogamous woman is a godly woman. Even men who are not religious or believe in God, they still want a godly woman. You ever wonder why that is? It's because they're the most attractive. They're the most desirable. Why? Because they're not juggling multiple men. It's one man and one woman for life. That is what romance is. The Bible is the epitome of romance because it says one woman, one man for life with no hooking up before that. Now, obviously, people make mistakes and they get sucked down that path. I got sucked down that path. That's why I went back on this, because I was like, oh, let me get back on Tinder. I know I could get girls quick on there. And it's just, I feel so ashamed and disgusted with myself because I was so like in that mindset of horniness and blinded by the lust and the demons surrounding that. And I was also high, I'm pretty sure, smoking. So I'm just like, I thought it said 1 month. I was like, oh, $10 for 1 month, whatever. I just need to be able to swipe on more girls. I need to be able to have somebody help me bust my nut. So it just pops up and it says $10 a month, but then in reality it's like, oh, the plan you choose is a year. It's $120 per year, but it's only $10 per month, but you're gonna pay $120. It's like, what the like, obviously I thought I was paying for 1 month for $10 and then I'll just cancel the subscription. I didn't want to buy the whole year. But then after I relapsed and I made that mistake and fornicated, I literally, everything came tumbling down, and I realized the mistake I made, and I was just like, it was the most obvious epiphany ever, to where I realized I will never, ever, ever, ever do that again. And I don't even care that I bought the apps. I know there is no way on this earth that I am going to attract my wife if I'm continuing on those dating apps. Why? Because I'm not going to find her on the dating app. They're all dating multiple men. They're all, you know, single mothers, STDs, promiscuous women, immodest, It's literally trash. It's the bottom of the barrel. If you want a top tier woman, you cannot go in the trash can trying to date low tier women. It's not gonna happen. So I noticed that, and I was like, all right, this is a mistake. And then obviously I felt all the physical, opposite of benefits, detriments, the effects, the negative effects of wasting my seed. And I was just like, dude, this is like, trust me, you will not find your wife on Tinder. Even if you yourself are on Tinder, you're blocking God's blessing because you're on Tinder swiping, trying to get at multiple women, when God wants you focusing on yourself, retaining, so he could give you the one woman that you actually desire. So yes, I accidentally bought Tinder for a year, and I was just like, after I did it, I felt so stupid, and I felt so like I was already doing the wrong thing, that I just accepted the L, bro. That's one of the first L's where I was just like right when I bought it, I didn't even get mad, bro. I was just like, yeah, I mean, I'll take that L, man. That's my fault. Like, that's when you go down the path of unrighteousness and the path of sexual immorality, you will reap the consequences. So you cannot be surprised when bad things happen, when you disobey God and go on these apps looking to hook up. So yeah, I paid for it by accident. I shouldn't have been on there to begin with. That's the point. And you shouldn't either. You should absolutely not waste your time on those pathetic apps trying to date pathetic women. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. It's not gonna work. You gotta find a woman of God, and you gotta be a man of God. Like, if you do not know God, it's going to be a hard time, like, finding a good partner and having a good relationship, because God is the foundation of a good relationship built in love, not lust. Tinder is all about lust. Get off of that garbage. I paid $120. I still deleted it. Never going back ever again. Thanks for watching.